Hello and welcome.
Welcome to the Great Amazing.
How are you all doing? Today we're going to be reading a story for Mrs. Welker's first grade class. That's Mrs. Welker.
On Halloween, doesn't normally look like that.
It's called Lily's Purple Plastic Purse. And in it, there is a teacher who dresses the way I am dressed, which explains why I'm dressed this way. I love school, says Lily. Lily loved school.
Wait for us,
say her friends. She loved the pointy pencils, she loved the squeaky chalk, and she loved the way her boots went clickety-clickety-click down the long, shiny hallways. No running! You get in trouble if you run in the halls, I guess. It's like a pool.
Wall, please. Hey, you! Wall! No running by the pool! I told you!
Lily loved the privacy of her very own desk. Mine. She loved the fish sticks and chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchroom. Straws make everything taste better. That's true, isn't it? If you get to drink it with a straw, it will taste better.
Hot dog and ketchup smoothie, just 99 cents. Only at Smoothie Heaven.
And most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. For you, she says as she hands him a flower. Mr. Slinger was as sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts. He wore glasses on a chain around his neck, and he wore a different colored tie for each day of the week. Listen up, says Mr. Slinger. This is my Thursday tie. The boss is in, says this sign. The global village, one world. Wow, said Lily. That was just about all she could say. Wow. Instead of greetings, students, or good morning, pupils, Mr. Slinger winked and said, howdy. He thought that desks in rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you rodents think you can handle a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty snacks, things that were curly and crunchy and cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Me too, said her friends Chester and Wilson and Victor. At home, Lily pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I am the teacher, she told her baby brother, Julius. Listen up! Lily even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias.
Hardly any of this stuff can really help me with my schoolwork.
There is something you could have which would help you a lot. Do you know what that is?
No, but I'm afraid you're going to tell me.
Yes. It's the new Encyclopedia Britannica.
Encyclopedia Britannica. Now you tell me. I've got a report due tomorrow.
On what?
On the exploration of space.
Take a look at this. From the first beeps of Sputnik to the triumph of the Apollo moon landing.
Hey, I'm impressed. This way, I wouldn't have to worry about getting to the library. It's right in my own home.
Day and night.
And I suppose you're going to throw one of those 800 numbers up on the screen. Am I right?
Might as well.
And there it is.
To find out how you can own the Encyclopedia Britannica, just call this toll-free number and we'll send you this free booklet telling you everything you need to know about your key to the information age.
I'm typing it into my computer so I won't forget it.
Good. So if you would be interested in owning the new Britannica,
I'm thinking it over.
just call this number. Encyclopedia Britannica, the library that never closes.
I thought it was my key to the information age.
It's both, actually.
Teachers know everything. Poor Julius. What's with Lily? Asked her mother. I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, said her father. It must be because of her new teacher, Mr. Slinger, said her mother. Wow, said her father. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the lightbulb lab in the back of the classroom. Get it? Lightbulb idea. That's where we get creative in the back of the classroom. They express their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. That means you're writing your own book. Lily went often. She had a lot of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger, and she wrote stories about him too. During sharing time, Lily showed her creations to the entire class. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. And at the very last second, Mr. Slinger saved the cold, starving elderly. She wrote a comic book called Big Friendly Mr. Nice Man Teacher by me, Lily. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in line even though she didn't ride the bus. Lily raised her hand more than anyone else in class, even if she didn't know the answer. Call on me, please, please, please. What do you do if he calls on you? You have no answer. You just sit there awkwardly and look at everybody, I guess. And she volunteered to stay after school to clap the erasers.
This is Ted. He's going to clap erasers. Go clap. Go Ted. Clap. Don't sneeze.
Clapping erasers was fun. They probably don't do that very often anymore. We use whiteboard markers. I think most teachers use whiteboards. Chalkboards are too messy. Nobody likes them. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She had gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny quarters, and best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune when it was opened. Look at her dance. Lily wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Listen to our story. Stuart Little. That's about a little mouse who goes to school with a kid. Lily had a hard time listening. Shh, said her friend. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Let's be considerate of our classmates. Lily had a hard time being considerate. Mice, nice, rice, dice. Her friend. Lice? They're rhyming. Lice are little bugs that get in your hair and they bite and itch. Oh no. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Wait until recess or sharing time. But Lily could not wait. She's in trouble. Types of cheese. Swiss, cheddar, Romano, provolone. I like provolone cheese, but I also like cheddar cheese. But I also like Romano cheese, and I really like Swiss cheese. I think that's the best one. It's got holes in it. I don't know why they give you less cheese when you buy Swiss cheese, but they do. They put holes in it, and then you don't get that cheese. Somebody has the cheese that's from the holes? No? Oh. They're bubbles. Oh well. The glasses were so glittery, the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played such nice music, not to mention how excellent it was for storing school supplies. Ding-a-ding-ding-ding-ding. Look at all that music. Music doesn't look like anything, does it? But on a page it does, and that's what those are. Those are notes. Look, Lily whispered. Oh, whispered. Look! Lily whispered fiercely. Look, everyone! Look what I've got! Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger. He was not amused. I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day, said Mr. Slinger. They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone. Her quarters were gone. Her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for her purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat the snack Mr. Slinger served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the lightbulb lab. She was still very sad. She thought, and she thought, and she thought. And then she became angry. She thought, and she thought, and she thought some more. And then she became furious. She thought and she thought and she thought a bit longer. And then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Big, fat, mean Mr. Stealing Teacher. Bad. Claws. Thief. Bad. Wanted by the FBI. P.S. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up. She sounds very angry. Right before the last bell rang, Lilly sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's book bag so he would read it on the way home and weep. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lilly and gave her purple plastic purse back. Lilly, it's a beautiful purse, said Mr. Slinger. Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those glasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up, Lilly said, as she marched out of the classroom. On the way home, Lilly opened her purse. Her glasses and quarters were inside, and so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better." There was also a small bag of tasty snacks at the bottom of the purse. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. Lilly ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lilly decided to sit in the uncooperative chair. That's her timeout chair. I'll stay here 1,000,000 years for Mr. Slinger. She cried. She sat, and she sat, and she sat. It got boring. Why does everything always happen to me? Do you know what happens to other people? No, you only know what happens to you. So everything seems to happen to you. 1,051, 1,052, 1,099. And then she left. That night, Lilly drew a new picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a story about him too. Lilly was really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, Julius, is not stinky. Even her especially incredible teacher. And then the sun shined its smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and worms. The end. Listen up! I forgive everyone! Kind, good, nice, could be principal. There's the stars and the sunny, happy sun, and worms and bugs, and oops, Lilly stepped on a bug in her story that she wrote. I am really sorry, she says, and as she finished it, she said, I'm an author. And she is. She's making her own stories, drawing her own pictures, and writing her own story.
Which reminds me, we have to give a shout out to a young author who watches this show. Her name is Valentina, and she loves to tell stories. She has written and illustrated over 44 books, including Space Kittens, Allie's Pet Yeti Bob, and What Are We Inside Of? She's probably written more than that by now, but she sent some videos of some of her books, and they're really fun. You can be an author too if you grab some paper and some things to draw with. You can write a story about whatever your brain can come up with, and maybe, if you're like her, you'll keep writing and drawing and keep creating till you have your own library. Good work, Valentina. The Great Amazing Book Show salutes you.
Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father baked some tasty snacks for Lilly to take to school for the next day. How could he resist my no-frills cheese balls? What does it say? Lilly asked, but her mother didn't show her. Oh, cheese is on the calendar. I think Mr. Slinger will understand, said Lily's mother. The next morning, Lilly got to school early. These are for you, Lily said to Mr. Slinger, because I'm really, 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 really sorry. And she handed him the note and the book and the snacks. Mr. Slinger read the story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note. What does it say? Asked Lily. And he sampled the snacks. Yum, yum. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. What do you think we should do with this? Asked Mr. Slinger as he held up her big, fat, mean, stealing teacher bad guy story that she wrote. Could we just throw it away? Asked Lily. Excellent idea, said Mr. Slinger. During sharing time, Lily demonstrated the many uses and unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittery movie star sunglasses. It's like having an extra pocket with a radio inside. 3 quarters are even better than a dollar bill because they make noise. Glamorous protection from harmful rays. The sunglasses. Then she did a little performance using them as props. It's called interpretive dance, said Lily. Mr. Slinger joined in. Wow, said the entire class. That was just about all they could say. Wow. Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside her desk, where they could not bother anyone or make any musical notes to fall out on the floor. She peeked at them often, but did not disturb a soul. Look at the little heart above her head. She's so happy. Right before the last bell rang, Mr. Slinger served Lily's snacks to everyone's delight. Yay! Hooray for Mr. Slinger! Delish! Wow! Goodies! Yippee! No frills cheese balls! That's Victor, her friend. He's probably had them at her house. What do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Mr. Slinger. A teacher! Everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. A teacher! Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. As the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lily held her purple plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lily ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home. She was so happy. And she really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva or a pilot or a hairdresser or a scuba diver. Well, that's Lily's purple plastic purse. Thanks for watching. If I were a first grade teacher, I would dress like this every Thursday. I would probably have 3 or 4 different Thursday shirts, but this would be my Thursday tie.